investigation arose from a complaint received by the PCPD. The complainant is a member of a fitness center chain, and on 16th of July this year, he discovered that a CCTV camera was installed in the proximity of a male restroom of the Ma On Shan branch of the center. He expressed concerns about being recorded while using the restroom, and he felt discomfort, so he lodged a complaint with this office on the next day. Before going into the details of the investigation, I'll first explain the relevant requirements under the PDPO. So DPP1 bracket 1 provides that personal data should only be collected for a lawful purpose directly related to a function or activity of the data user, that the data collected is adequate but not excessive in relation to that purpose. DPP1 bracket 2 provides that the means of personal data collection should be lawful and fair in the circumstances of the case. Going back to the investigation, after receiving the complaint, the PCPD immediately conducted an on-site inspection at the branch the next day on 18th of July this year, making inquiries with the staff members of that center and taking photographs relevant to the case. The PCPD also conducted 3 rounds of inquiries with the center regarding this incident. This photo on the slide shows the view from the men's restroom concerned, and you would be able to see that this restroom concerned had not been fitted with a wooden door at that time. Instead, the entrance of the public corridor was mistakenly fitted with a wooden door, which was intended for the restroom concerned. And if you look at the red bracket, you'll be able to see that the CCTV camera, was mounted on the ceiling above the wooden door in the public corridor. After the inquiry of the member, actually a black curtain was placed at the entrance of the restroom concerned. A little bit more about the men's restroom area. You would see that there are 3 male restrooms, including the restroom concerned, and 2 adjacent single restrooms for men, each fitted with a wooden door. In the course of the investigation, the center clarified that the position of the camera was actually part of the public corridor area, and the purpose of installing that camera was to monitor the public space within the men's restroom area. The center also confirmed to the PCPD that the camera at that time was still in its installation and system testing phase. So the center actually had not activated its video and audio recording functions and had not collected any images. Because the Ma On Shan branch operates 24 hours a day, it allows members access to its facilities at all times. The center stated that the purpose of installing the camera was to provide 24-hour video surveillance for routine security monitoring in order to enhance safety management during unstaffed overnight hours, and also to assist in handling emergencies and to protect members' safety by covering blind spots. So following the intervention of the PCPD, the center took a number of remedial measures. First of all, they installed a wooden door at the restroom to fully enclose the interior of the restroom concerned. And secondly, it removed the door mistakenly installed at the entrance of the public corridor. If you look at the red arrow here, you would also see that restrooms signages were placed on the 3 restrooms. So one would easily delineate the public area from the actual restrooms. And 3, they also repositioned the CCTV camera to the ceiling outside the restroom concerned, so that the angle was such that nothing happened in the 3 restrooms could be captured. This office finding of the investigations. The Privacy Commissioner is of the view that organizations should avoid using CCTV to collect personal data under unfair circumstances. For example, CCTV systems should not be installed to collect images in places where individuals would have a reasonable expectation of privacy, for example, in changing rooms or in restrooms. Although this incident appears to have arisen from the incorrect installation of a wooden door, the Ma On Shan Center failed to take into account members' privacy expectations in intimate spaces, and it also failed to assess the appropriateness of the camera's location and filming angle when asking the contractor to install the camera. This office thinks that this also reflects an insufficient level of sensitivity on the protection of personal data privacy. Considering the circumstances of this case and also the information obtained from the investigation, the Privacy Commissioner considered that, had the center not received the inquiry from the member, the video and audio recording functions of the camera might subsequently have been fully activated, and which would have resulted in the collection of the images of members using the restroom concerned. Therefore, even though the camera was not yet operational at that time and it did not involve the collection of personal data, the Privacy Commissioner nevertheless issued an advisory letter to the center, reminding it of the requirements under DPP1 of the PDPO when installing CCTV cameras. Lastly, you will be able to see on this slide that as the Privacy Commissioner has just mentioned in Chinese, in October this year, this office has published a guidance on the use of CCTV surveillance, as well as an information leaflet containing some tips on the use of CCTV surveillance. With the advancement of technology, the use of CCTV systems for purposes such as security and surveillance has become increasingly common across different industries. So, and that is why this office has updated and issued the guidance mentioned just now, and you would be able to see the two QR codes allowing everyone's access to these two documents.